Armed guards surrounded the athlete as he arrived for sentencing arguments. The judge too's been given an armed escort, an indication of the strong reactions this has provoked towards those involved. This is all about deciding what punishment the athlete should have. The runner's had constant counselling since the killing, and his psychologist, who didn't want to be televised, suggested he'd never get over the shooting of his girlfriend, Reeva Steenkamp.
We are left with a broken man who has lost everything. He has lost his love relationship with Ms. Steenkamp. He's lost his moral and professional reputation.
We're now dealing with a broken man, but he's still alive. He can still pursue his career and walk outside.
Those who claim they knew him well insist the athlete was unstable even before the London Olympics. The mother of his ex-girlfriend begged him to get professional help.
He admitted often that he needed help. Then he promised me when he came back to Joburg that he would see a psychologist, which of course he didn't. And so I think, especially when he was low, he admitted he needed help. When he was crying and crying and crying, he'd say, I know, I've got to see someone, I really want to see someone, I don't want to be like this. But he didn't get the help in the end.
There's no minimum sentence for culpable homicide in South Africa, and the defence wants him to do courses to help him cope with the fear which he says caused him to shoot through his toilet door. His lawyers are arguing he be put under house arrest at his uncle's upmarket home in Pretoria for 3 years, rather than go to jail. From here and under supervision, he'd do 16 hours community service a month, working in a museum and doing cleaning work at a local hospital.
It is recommended that the accused should perform free community service for 16 hours in a month.
How many years did you have in mind?
3 years.
Only 3 years?
3 years correctional supervision.
And you think that that is in the interest of society, that reflects the seriousness of the crime, that somebody should be sent to 3 years correctional supervision for having killed an innocent woman in a house? To even suggest 3 years, 276C is shockingly inappropriate for what happened in this matter. Shockingly inappropriate.
The judge heard how the athlete did a large amount of charity work. His agent said he'd never discussed resuming his athletic career with him, and the night before the shooting he had the world at his feet.
Prior to the incident on 13 February 2013, what was the future of Mr. Pistorius at that time, his professional career?
If I can use it, the term bright, it would be an understatement.
The bucket is still in the dock just in case Oscar Pistorius needs it. His psychologist insisted he would never get over the events of what happened that Valentine's Day morning. But the prosecution's point is at least he's alive to feel pain, to love again, to live his life. The state says it's pressing for the harshest penalty possible, and that can only mean a long jail term. We're entering the final stages and the runner's embarking on the final lap of his race to stay out of prison. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Pretoria.